Hello, I'm Mr. Gill.
And I'm MBL Designs.
Welcome to YouTube, people. Oh, you're already on YouTube. Welcome to me and MBL Designs talking about stuff on YouTube. We are here today. We just finished a Periscope video where we were talking about the Disney collectible minifigure series, and we were kind of discussing that we will try and do different things for Periscope and for YouTube. You know, maybe keeping the YouTube more about, I guess, design Lego stuff, but also a bit of the fun competition stuff that we do quite often. Whereas the Periscope stuff will be more things that we can elicit responses from people and kind of have a conversation, which is obviously what they're made for in different ways. So today we wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about since last December. So 5-6 months ago now, and I mentioned a few times on my Instagram and stuff like that, and my Twitter and all that bollocks, about designing advent calendars for 2016. So every year Lego puts out 3 calendars.
Yeah, 3 calendars.
They're doing 3 at the moment. They occasionally did some other ones. They did a creator one 2 or 3 years ago, didn't they? Yeah, I'm sure I saw something, but yeah. So it's been a little while, but so every year they put out 3 calendars: Star Wars, City, and Friends calendar. What I did last year was open all 3 every day during Advent, the lead up to Christmas, and have a look at the little figures. So what happens is you get 24 little models that you put together, or figures, and they kind of form a little scene, etc. Now, loving Lego as I do, as we do, it's always fantastic to play with Lego pieces. However, I did feel that the calendars were a little bit, what's the word?
Disappointing?
Yeah, disappointing. They could have been better. It feels to me that there was too much emphasis, especially on the Friends line, in random models that didn't really fit within A, Friends, B, Christmas, etc. You know, you also had a thing where, and I mean, the Star Wars was slightly more expensive, I think, versus thing, but the Star Wars was definitely more thought out. There were more kind of models to build, more iconic pieces, etc., etc. Now that's going to happen because Star Wars is a big film and there's lots of stuff, inspiration to draw from, whereas Friends and City are Lego themes, you know, that they have to invent, you know, ideas. But what I thought we'd do is that for this year, design 3 calendars of our own, and not for sale, but probably for LDD, Lego Digital Design download, so that somebody could make them at home using just basic pieces. So that, but trying to stick to something that's a bit more interesting and a bit more iconic within the themes that they are. I know this sounds complicated, but so we came up with we're going to make 3 calendars. And I printed out a thing like that. So Advent, that's City, that's, you know, Star Wars and stuff. And so the idea is that we fill in all these little boxes with the models, and they become the design. Now we've got another 7 or 8 months till Christmas, but that's not quite that much time, considering we potentially have to produce 24 times 3 models that work, that are easy to build, that the pieces aren't, you know, too rare or hard to find,
and that it looks good also.
Exactly, and that it looks good, and so that's actually quite a lot of work to do. So we started quite early in thinking about it, and we just thought we'd show you some of the stuff we're thinking about. You could leave comments if you have any ideas about what you'd like to see in a Lego City, Friends, or Advent calendar. We're also considering maybe doing a creator one, but we'll see how much time we've got left. So we've been playing around, and what we thought we'd do for, say, like Star Wars, we thought we'd have, considering that there are 4 weeks within Advent, so 6 days of each week, 24 days in total, we thought we would focus, you know, each kind of week on a separate area of Star Wars, or a separate planet or scene type of place. So you could have, you know, a lot of mini models based on Hoth, Tatooine, Endor, Death Star, etc., etc. So together, the model you make on a Monday joins up with the one you do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they come together to form a little micro scene, if you will. MBL's done something quite cool here, which is the start of
take some of the pieces off, but
the start of our little Hoth mini thing.
So we have the opening and closing doors right here for the Echo Base and some Stormtroopers and Rebel Troopers. And the ion cannon up here.
Ion cannon, fantastic. So imagine you would put this together maybe as 2 days worth of something.
Then the other days you build, for example, a mini AT-AT.
Yeah, a micro.
Yeah,
AT-AT.
micro. And also a micro power generator.
Which is pretty cool. And so you can imagine that, that would take, say, 4 days. There might be one more thing. What else were we thinking?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Maybe we could do a Wampa, maybe we could do
Wampa cave or something.
Something like that. But so you kind of get the idea is that you slowly build it up, and at the end of it, you've got Hoth. Yeah. And then the following week, you do the same thing, and you've got Endor.
Yeah.
And then you've got Tatooine, and then you've got a Death Star. So at the end of it, you've got a 16 by 16, not 16. You've got a 32 by 32 base plate with iconic scenes from Star Wars produced there, which I think is an awesome idea.
Yeah, exactly.
And it should work if we can get our asses into gear and think of more things. I mean, it's very hard. I haven't done these, but I mean, making a micro AT-AT is difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It sounds very easy, but when you actually try to do it, it's very hard. Yeah,
definitely. And then, so that's kind of the Star Wars idea. And then we, for the city idea, again, we're thinking a similar situation. Oh, actually, I can show you. That's like, you've got micro Millennium Falcon, which is based on the one that just came out with the Escape the Space Slug set.
Yeah.
You've got another micro Millennium Falcon that I was trying to design the other day, which is not too bad. That could work. You've got a very big, I'd say a mini Millennium Falcon. That I think that's too big, big pieces to work as part of the set, but I like it anyway. And then this is my attempt at a Star Destroyer, but I don't think it works very well. But it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of the Star Wars stuff, and I definitely think we'll be doing a lot of these little babies.
Yeah.
It's quite cute thing. And then kind of for city, we were thinking about the same thing, a similar thing. So having, kind of 9 or having modules that come together to be one large scene, if you would. Hopefully this will all stay down.
To create city.
Exactly.
Layout.
So if you've got if you
Inception.
Alright, that's a full part.
If we just show them separately, for example, here we have a harbor, so this could be 1 or 2 days, or
I think that'd be maybe 2 days. Yeah, I can't remember.
Then another day you can make
the ship.
Yeah, a ship or 2.
Yeah, here's our startup design for a little mini police station. We're trying to base these on
the most recent version of the police station.
Exactly. There's a little mini police station, a little kind of mini fire station there.
With the fire station getting a mini fire truck.
Yeah.
Another mini fire truck.
And then, I mean, like, if you look at it from kind of this way, I'll just stick that there. You've got, imagine it all comes together on a base plate, so each one fits into like a little area like that, and so then you've got kind of 9 models built up over 24 days that form a micro city with some of the most iconic parts of city: police station, fire station, harbors. We'll probably do a hospital, a park, a bank, maybe. We've got some thingy ideas there, a house, etc., etc. So that's kind of the idea with that, which I think is. I think this is working very well, actually.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be extraordinarily sexy. And I think this is going to be good. And I mean, the great thing with City is that it's because it's there are 30 different fire stations, there are 30 different police stations, so you've got a good lot of source material to work with, and the pieces are quite basic, so you can be quite inventive. Whereas, as we said with the Star Wars, trying to recreate an iconic thing like the AT-AT, you've got to get it kind of right, because if you don't, it doesn't look like an AT-AT, and people are like, what the hell is that?
For example, there's different designs for police station, but there's like only one design for an AT-AT. So
exactly,
you have to get it exactly right.
Yeah. So that we just thought we would talk about that, and then we've got the Friends one, which we haven't started at all, but will be based similar to the City one. Using some of the iconic sets from Friends, Heart Like High, the Juice Bar, the Pop Stars Tour Bus, maybe. There's lots of things like that. But eventually, we come together with kind of 24 models that form to build a more coherent end model than, say, what is currently produced in the Advent calendars, which is a little bit... it just doesn't feel like it's all together in one part of one thing. Now, of course, there won't be any minifigures. We might do one for Star Wars.
Yeah.
But because if we're putting a minifigure in, we're effectively just using a minifigure that's been released before. We can't make our own minifigures.
Yeah.
And it kind of, I personally want to move a little bit away from having minifigures as these. As the
standout thing.
Yeah. They are awesome, but my view is that Lego itself, the actual building blocks, are more fun than the actual figures, which I don't. Correct.
Yeah, because that's one of the downsides I feel about, for example, the Star Wars calendars. Is the only reason I actually buy them is because of the exclusive minifigures.
Exactly.
The builds aren't that impressive for the actual price of the calendar.
Yeah.
So that's something we're going to try to change, actually, if anything.
Definitely. So that's our idea. That's what we're working on, and we do that kind of once a week. We kind of sit down and play about parts, which is awesome fun. We would love, and the closer we get to Christmas, the more I'll be asking this, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on everything, is for ideas to come in. So if you've got an idea, what you think would be cool to appear in a set, then let us know. I mean, don't go crazy and say you want to see a chrome C-3PO, because I don't know where we're going to get that, Don't say, build the Palace Cinema in minifigure scale 15 times for the city, because that's kind of hard. Anyway, we should probably go. I have some customers. But hope you enjoyed that. Please leave your comments, likes, follow, subscribe. MBL Designs, Mr. Gill.
Bye.
Bye.